Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Beginner English, the podcast. I am Mia, your English learning friend. I am so happy you are here today. Today, we have a very special topic. A topic that is close to my heart. We are going to talk about fear. Not scary movies or big spiders. No. We are going to talk about the fear of speaking English. Do you feel nervous when you want to speak English? Do you know the words in your head, but they don't come out of your mouth? Do you worry about making mistakes? If you said yes, then this episode is perfect for you. You are not alone, my friend. Millions of people around the world feel the same way. Even me. Yes, even Mia was scared to speak English when I was learning. But guess what? We can overcome this fear together. Today, I will share with you simple tips, fun exercises, and encouraging stories. By the end of this episode, you will feel more confident. You will want to practice speaking English. You will understand that making mistakes is okay. Actually, making mistakes is wonderful. So, take a deep breath with me. Ready? Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now, let's begin this journey together. Let's learn how to speak English without fear. Are you ready? I am ready. Let's go. First, let me ask you something. Why do people feel afraid to speak English? This is a very good question, and I want you to know that your feelings are normal. Your feelings are okay. Let me tell you about my student, Ahmed. Ahmed could read English very well. He could write beautiful emails in English. But when someone asked him a question in English, he became quiet. His heart beat fast. His hands became sweaty. He knew the answer, but the words stayed in his head. Does this sound like you? If yes, don't worry. This happens to many people. Let's talk about why this happens. There are several reasons. I will explain each one in simple words. Reason number 1, fear of making mistakes. Many people think they must speak English perfectly. They think every sentence must be correct. They think every word must be pronounced perfectly. This is not true. Even native English speakers make mistakes. Yes, really. They say and they forget words. They sometimes use wrong grammar. And you know what? People still understand them. Think about this. When someone speaks your native language and makes a small mistake, do you laugh at them? Do you think they are stupid? Of course not. You probably think, good job for trying. The same thing happens when you speak English. Reason number 2, perfectionism. Some people want to be perfect before they speak. They study grammar for months. They learn thousands of words, but they never practice speaking. This is like learning to swim by only reading books about swimming. You need to get in the water. Remember, you don't need perfect English to communicate. You need good enough English. And good enough English comes from practice, not from perfect grammar. Reason number 3, comparing yourself to others. Do you watch English movies and think, I will never speak like that? Do you listen to fluent English speakers and feel sad about your level? Stop doing this to yourself. Every person has a different journey. Some people started learning English when they were children. Some people live in English-speaking countries. Some people have been studying for 10 years. Your journey is your journey. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Reason number 4. Bad past experiences. Maybe someone laughed at your English before. Maybe a teacher corrected you in a mean way. Maybe you felt embarrassed in front of other people. These experiences can make us afraid. But here's the truth. One bad experience doesn't mean all experiences will be bad. Most people are kind. Most people want to help. Most people are happy when you try to speak their language. Reason number 5. Thinking too much. When you speak your native language, do you think about grammar rules? Do you plan every sentence? No, you just speak. But when we speak English, we think too much. We plan, we worry, we check grammar in our heads. This makes speaking slow and stressful. Good news! We can change this. We can learn to speak English more naturally. We can learn to think less and speak more. Now, let me tell you something important. All of these fears are in your mind. They're not real problems. They are thoughts that make speaking feel scary. But we can change these thoughts. We can replace scary thoughts with helpful thoughts. Instead of thinking, I will make mistakes, think, mistakes help me learn. Instead of thinking, my English is terrible, think, my English is improving every day. Instead of thinking, people will laugh at me, think, people will be proud of me for trying. Remember, my dear friend, fear is normal. Every English learner feels afraid sometimes. Even I felt afraid. But fear doesn't have to stop us. We can feel afraid and still speak English. We can be nervous and still practice. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling afraid and doing it anyway. You have that courage inside you. I know you do, because you are here listening to this podcast. You are trying to improve. You are not giving up. That is courage. Now comes the exciting part. I will share with you 8 powerful tips to overcome your fear of speaking English. These tips are simple, but they work. I have seen them work for thousands of students. They will work for you too. Tip number 1. Practice speaking every day. This is the most important tip. You must practice speaking every day. Every single day. Even if it's just for 5 minutes. But Mia, you might say, I don't have anyone to practice with. That's okay. You can practice alone. Here's how. When you wake up in the morning, say, good morning, in English. When you eat breakfast, say, I am eating breakfast, in English. When you see a dog on the street, say, I see a dog, in English. Make English part of your daily life. Don't save English for special times. Use English in normal times, boring times, everyday times. Start with simple sentences. I am happy. The weather is nice. I like coffee. Don't worry about complex grammar. Don't worry about big vocabulary. Simple sentences are perfect. Here's a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, say 5 English sentences every day. Just 5. You can do it. Write them down if you want. Check them off your list. Celebrate each day you complete the challenge. Tip number 2. Talk to yourself in English. This might sound strange, but talking to yourself is one of the best ways to practice. When you are alone, you don't feel nervous. You don't worry about other people's opinions. You can make mistakes freely. How do you talk to yourself? Here are some ideas. Describe what you are doing. I am making coffee. I am putting sugar in my coffee. The coffee smells good. Ask yourself questions and answer them. What did I do today? I went to work. I talked to my friend. I studied English. Plan your day out loud. Today I will go shopping. First, I will buy bread. Then I will buy fruits. Practice conversations. Imagine you were talking to a friend, a store clerk, or your English teacher. Have both sides of the conversation. Do this for 10 minutes every day, maybe when you are cooking, walking, or getting ready in the morning. Soon, speaking English will feel more natural. Tip number 3, use AI tools and language apps. We live in an amazing time. There are so many tools to help us practice English. You can use AI chatbots, voice recognition apps, and language exchange platforms. Some apps let you speak to the phone and tell you if your pronunciation is correct. Some websites let you have conversations with AI partners. Some platforms connect you with other English learners around the world. These tools are great because they are patient. They don't get tired. They don't judge you. You can practice the same sentence 50 times and they will still help you. Start with simple apps. Try Google Translate's conversation feature. Try language learning apps that have speaking exercises. Try voice recording apps to hear your own progress. Tip number 4, make mistakes proudly. This is my favorite tip. I want you to change how you think about mistakes. Mistakes are not the enemy. Mistakes are your friends. Every mistake teaches you something. Every mistake makes you stronger. Every mistake brings you closer to fluency. Think about a baby learning to walk. Does the baby give up after falling down? No! The baby gets up and tries again. The baby is proud of every step, even the wobbly ones. You are like that baby with English. Every word you try, every sentence you attempt, every mistake you make, it's all progress. Here's what I want you to do. When you make a mistake, smile. Say, oops, mistake. Let me try again. Don't say sorry 50 times. Don't feel embarrassed. Feel proud that you tried. I will tell you a secret. Native speakers love it when learners make mistakes. Why? Because it shows you are trying. It shows you are brave. It shows you are learning. Tip number 5, start with friends, family, and online groups. You don't need to start speaking English with strangers. Start with people who love you and support you. Practice with your family members who are also learning English. Practice with friends who are patient and kind. Join online groups for English learners where everyone is in the same situation. These safe spaces help you build confidence. When you feel comfortable with supportive people, you will feel more confident with new people. Look for local English conversation groups. Many cities have coffee shops or libraries that host English practice sessions. Everyone there wants to practice, so everyone understands the struggles. Join social media groups for English learners, share voice messages, comment on posts, ask questions. These communities are full of people who want to help each other. Tip number 6, practice with easy topics. Don't start by discussing philosophy or politics in English. Start with topics you know well and feel comfortable talking about. Here are some easy topics to begin with. Your daily routine. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth. I have breakfast. Your hobbies. I like reading books. I enjoy cooking. I love watching movies. Food you like. My favorite food is pasta. I don't like spicy food. I love chocolate. Your family. I have 2 brothers. My mother is a teacher. My father likes football. These topics are safe. You know the vocabulary. You have opinions about them. You won't run out of things to say. Practice the same topics many times with different people. Each time it will get easier. Each time you will add new words or details. Tip number 7, record your voice and listen. This tip scares some people, but it's very helpful. Record yourself speaking English, then listen to the recording. Why is this helpful? Because you will hear your progress. You will notice which words you pronounce well and which words need practice. You will hear your rhythm and speed improve over time. Here's how to do it. Start with simple sentences. Record yourself saying, "Hello, my name is blank," or "I am from blank." Read a short paragraph out loud and record it. Have a conversation with yourself for 2 minutes and record it. Save these recordings with dates. After 1 month, listen to your first recording and your most recent recording. You will be amazed at your improvement. Don't worry if you don't like how your voice sounds. Most people don't like hearing their own voice, even in their native language. Focus on your English, not your voice. Tip number 8, celebrate small progress. This is so important. Celebrate every small step you take. Did you say 1 sentence in English today? Celebrate. Did you have a 2-minute conversation? Celebrate. Did you ask for directions in English? Celebrate. Many people only celebrate big achievements. They wait until they are fluent to feel proud. This is a mistake. Small steps lead to big achievements. Every small step deserves recognition. Here are ways to celebrate. Tell a friend or family member about your progress. Write in a journal about what you accomplished. Treat yourself to something nice after a week of practice. Take a photo or video of yourself speaking in English. Give yourself a gold star or check mark on a calendar. Remember, you are doing something difficult and brave. You deserve to feel proud of every effort you make. These 8 tips will transform your relationship with speaking English. But remember, they only work if you use them. Choose 1 or 2 tips to start with, practice them for 1 week, then add more tips gradually. Change takes time, but it happens. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You are on a wonderful journey of learning and growing.
Now let's practice together. I will give you some easy exercises. Don't worry about being perfect. Just do your best and have fun. Practice session 1. Basic greetings. I will say something and you repeat after me. Ready? Hello. Good job. Now try, good morning. Excellent. Let's try, how are you? Perfect. Now answer, I am fine, thank you. Wonderful. One more. Nice to meet you. Great work. These are basic phrases you use every day. Practice them until they feel natural. Practice session 2. Introducing yourself. Now let's practice talking about yourself. Repeat after me. My name is. I am from. I like. I work as a. Excellent. Now try to say all 4 sentences together without stopping. Take your time. My name is. I am from. I like. I work as a. Beautiful. You just introduced yourself in English. Practice session 3. Daily activities. Let's talk about what you do every day. Repeat after me. I wake up in the morning. I eat breakfast. I go to work. I come home. I watch TV. I go to bed. Perfect. Now let's make it personal. Think about your day and complete these sentences. This morning for breakfast I ate. After work You're doing so well. Practice session 4. Expressing likes and dislikes. This is a fun exercise. Let's practice saying what you like and don't like. Repeat. I like pizza. I don't like rain. I love music. I don't enjoy cooking. Now, make your own sentences. Think about things you like. I like. I love. And things you don't like. I don't like. I don't enjoy. Fantastic. You're expressing your opinions in English. Practice session 5. Asking simple questions. Questions are very important. Let's practice asking easy questions. Repeat. What is your name? Where are you from? How old are you? What do you like to do? Great. Now imagine you're meeting someone new. Ask them these questions. What is your name? Where are you from? What do you like to do? Perfect. Now try answering these questions about yourself. My name is. I am from. I like to. Practice session 6. Describing things. Let's learn to describe things around you. Repeat. The weather is nice. My coffee is hot. This book is interesting. The music is loud. Now look around you. Describe 3 things you see. The is. My is. This is. Excellent work. Practice session 7. Making plans. Let's practice talking about future plans. Repeat after me. Tomorrow I will. Next week I will visit my friend. This weekend I will rest. Now tell me about your plans. Tomorrow I will. This weekend I will. Next month I will. Practice session 8. Emergency phrases. These phrases are very useful. Repeat. Excuse me. Can you help me? I don't understand. Can you repeat that? Thank you very much. Perfect. Remember these phrases. They will help you in many situations. Wow! You completed all 8 practice sessions. I am so proud of you. You spoke English for several minutes. You practiced different types of sentences. You asked questions and gave answers. How do you feel? I hope you feel proud and confident. You just proved to yourself that you can speak English. Remember, practice makes progress. The more you practice these exercises, the easier they become. Try to do 1 practice session every day. Soon, these sentences will come out naturally, without thinking. You are amazing. Keep practicing, keep trying, keep speaking.
Now, I want to share with you some beautiful stories. These are stories about real people who were afraid to speak English, just like you. But they didn't give up. They kept trying, and their lives changed. These stories will show you that you are not alone. They will show you that fear is temporary, but progress is permanent. Story 1. Sarah from Brazil. Sarah worked in a hotel in Brazil. Many English-speaking tourists came to her hotel, but Sarah was too scared to talk to them. She understood their questions, but she always asked her manager to help instead. Sarah felt sad about this. She wanted to help the tourists directly. She wanted to make them feel welcome. But every time she tried to speak English, her voice became very quiet and her hands shook. One day, an elderly American woman came to the hotel. She looked lost and confused. Sarah's manager was busy with other customers. The woman needed help immediately. Sarah took a deep breath. She walked to the woman and said, Can I help you?" Her voice was shaking, but the words came out. The woman smiled and said, "Oh, yes, please. I'm looking for my room." Sarah's English wasn't perfect, but she helped the woman find her room. The woman thanked her many times and said, "Your English is very good. Thank you for being so kind." That day changed Sarah's life. She realized that her English didn't need to be perfect to be helpful. She started speaking English with more tourists. Each conversation made her more confident. Today, Sarah is the hotel manager. She speaks English fluently with guests from around the world. She tells new employees, "Don't be afraid to try." Tourists don't expect perfect English. They just want to feel welcome. Sarah's message to you: start with one sentence. That one sentence will lead to a conversation. That conversation will lead to confidence. Story 2. Ahmed from Egypt. Ahmed was a computer programmer who dreamed of working for an international company. He had excellent technical skills, but all the interviews were in English. Ahmed studied English grammar for 2 years. He memorized thousands of vocabulary words. He knew the rules perfectly, but when he had a job interview, he couldn't speak. The words stayed in his head. After failing several interviews, Ahmed felt hopeless. Maybe his dream was impossible. Maybe his English would never be good enough. His sister gave him advice. Stop studying and start speaking. Find someone to practice with every day. Ahmed joined an online conversation group for English learners. At first, he could only say hello and "my name is Ahmed," but the other members were patient and encouraging. Every day, Ahmed practiced for 30 minutes with the group. They talked about simple topics: weather, food, hobbies. Ahmed made many mistakes, but nobody laughed. Everyone made mistakes. After 3 months of daily practice, Ahmed felt ready to try another job interview. This time was different. He still made some mistakes, but he could express his ideas. He could answer questions. He could have a conversation. Ahmed got the job. He now works for a company with offices in 5 countries. He has video meetings in English every week. His English is still not perfect, but it's good enough to do his job well. Ahmed's message to you: grammar books teach you rules. Conversations teach you confidence. You need both, but speaking practice is more important. Story 3. Maria from the Philippines. Maria moved to Canada with her family. She had studied English in school, but Canadian English sounded very different from her textbooks. At the grocery store, she couldn't understand the cashier. At her children's school, she felt embarrassed during parent meetings. She started avoiding situations where she needed to speak English. Her children noticed their mother was always quiet around English speakers. They wanted to help, but they didn't know how. One day, Maria's daughter said, "Mom, let's practice English together every day. We can help each other." They started with simple conversations during dinner. How was your day? What did you learn in school? What should be cooked tomorrow? At first, Maria spoke very slowly and made many grammar mistakes. But her children were patient and supportive. They corrected her gently and praised her efforts. After a few weeks, Maria started speaking English with her neighbors. She asked about the weather and said hello when walking her dog. These small conversations built her confidence. 6 months later, Maria volunteered at her children's school. She helped with reading programs and field trip preparations. Teachers and other parents appreciated her help and kindness. Today, Maria has many English-speaking friends. She jokes, "My grammar isn't perfect, but my heart is." People care more about your intentions than your grammar. Maria's message to you: start with people who love you. Family and friends want to help you succeed. Their support will give you courage to speak with strangers. Story 4. Kenji from Japan. Kenji was a university student studying international business. He needed to give a presentation in English to graduate, but he was terrified of public speaking. Kenji's English was quite good when writing, but speaking in front of people made him panic. He worried about his accent, his pronunciation, and making mistakes in front of his classmates. 2 months before the presentation, Kenji started preparing. But instead of just writing his speech, he did something different. He recorded himself practicing every day. At first, listening to his recordings was painful. He heard every mistake, every mispronounced word, every awkward pause, but he didn't stop. He kept recording and listening. After a week of recordings, Kenji noticed something amazing. His second recording was better than his first. His third recording was better than his second. He was improving. Kenji also practiced in front of a mirror. He watched his body language and facial expressions. He learned to smile and make eye contact with himself. The day of the presentation arrived. Kenji was still nervous, but he felt prepared. He had practiced his speech 100 times. He knew every word. The presentation went well. Kenji made a few mistakes, but he continued confidently. His classmates asked interesting questions, and he answered them clearly. After graduation, Kenji got a job with a multinational company. He now gives presentations to clients around the world. His accent is still Japanese, but his confidence is international. Kenji's message to you: preparation beats perfection. Practice your speech until you feel confident, not until you sound perfect. Story 5. Anna from Russia. Anna loved English movies and music, but she was too shy to speak English with native speakers. She lived in her imagination, having conversations with movie characters, but never with real people. When Anna got a job at a tourist information center, she had to speak English every day. The first week was terrifying. She spoke very quietly and asked tourists to repeat everything. Her supervisor was understanding, but clear. You need to improve your speaking skills to keep this job. That evening, Anna made a decision. She would practice speaking English every day, no matter how scared she felt. Anna started small. She practiced ordering food at restaurants in English. She asked for directions even when she knew the way. She commented on social media posts in English. Each small interaction built her confidence. She learned that most people were patient and helpful. Even when she made mistakes, people understood what she meant. After 6 months at the tourist center, Anna was comfortable helping visitors from around the world. She gave recommendations for restaurants, explained cultural traditions, and helped solve problems. Anna discovered she had a talent for languages. She started learning Spanish and French, too. Now she works as a translator and interpreter. Anna's message to you: fear shrinks when you face it repeatedly. Every conversation makes the next conversation easier. What these stories teach us. Do you see the pattern in these stories? Every person started with fear. Every person made mistakes. Every person felt embarrassed sometimes. But they all had one thing in common. They didn't give up. Sarah helped one tourist, then another, then another. Ahmed practiced with an online group every day. Maria started with family conversations. Kenji recorded himself practicing. Anna forced herself into small English interactions. They all started small. They all took baby steps. They all celebrated small progress. And look where they are now. They all use English confidently in their work and daily lives. Their English isn't perfect, but it's effective. You can have the same success. Your story can be the next inspiring story.
You just need to take the first small step. What will your first small step be?
My dear English learner, I want you to stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. Look how far you have come already. You are listening to this podcast in English. You understand my words. You are learning new ideas. You are working to improve yourself. This is amazing. I know sometimes you feel frustrated. I know sometimes you think your English is not good enough. I know sometimes you want to give up. These feelings are normal. Every single English learner has felt this way. Even me. When I was learning English, I had days when I wanted to cry. I had days when I thought I would never be fluent. But here's what I learned. Progress is not always visible. Sometimes you improve in ways you can't see immediately. Think about a tree. When you plant a seed, you don't see the tree growing every day. But underground, the roots are getting stronger. The tree is preparing to grow tall and strong. Your English is like that tree. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak, every mistake you make, these are your roots growing stronger underground. One day, maybe next month, maybe next year, you will suddenly realize, wow, I can understand this movie without subtitles. Or, I just had a whole conversation in English. Or, I'm thinking in English. That will be your tree finally showing above ground. But remember, the tree was always growing, even when you couldn't see it. Let me tell you something important. You don't need to be fluent to be successful. You don't need perfect pronunciation to communicate. You don't need to know every word in the dictionary. You don't need to speak like a native speaker. You just need to be understood. And guess what? You are already understandable. Your English is already useful. Can you order food in English? Success. Can you ask for directions? Success. Can you introduce yourself? Success. Can you say what you like and don't like? Success. These are real, practical skills that make your life better. I want to share a secret with you. Native English speakers are not judging your English as much as you think. When you speak English with an accent, most native speakers think, wow, this person speaks 2 languages. I only speak 1 language. That's impressive. When you make a grammar mistake, most people think, I understand what they mean. They're doing great. When you search for a word, most people wait patiently and try to help. Native speakers know how difficult it is to learn a second language. Most of them have tried to learn another language and failed. They respect you for trying. And here's another secret. Native speakers make mistakes too. They say and constantly. They forget words and say, what's that thing called? They use incorrect grammar in casual conversation. They mispronounce words sometimes. So why should you expect perfection from yourself when native speakers aren't perfect either? Let me tell you about the concept of good enough English. Good enough English means you can communicate your ideas clearly. People understand what you want to say. You can handle everyday situations in English. You don't need to sound like a news reporter. You don't need to speak like a university professor. You just need to be clear and understandable. Good enough English can get you a job. Good enough English can help you make friends. Good enough English can let you travel confidently. Good enough English can open doors to opportunities. Perfect English is a goal that even native speakers don't achieve. So don't make perfection your requirement for speaking. I also want to remind you that everyone learns at a different pace. Don't compare your progress to other people's progress. Some people learn quickly because they live in English-speaking countries. Some people learn quickly because they started as children. Some people learn quickly because they have more time to study. Some people learn quickly because they have natural talent for languages. Your situation is unique. Your pace is your pace. Your journey is your journey. The only person you should compare yourself to is yourself from yesterday, last week, last month. Are you better than you were a month ago? Then you are succeeding. Can you say sentences you couldn't say before? Then you're improving. Do you understand more than you did last year? Then you're winning. Focus on your own progress, not other people's achievements. Here's what I want you to do right now. Think of 3 things you can do in English today that you couldn't a year ago. Maybe you can understand English songs better. Maybe you can watch English videos without subtitles sometimes. Maybe you can have simple conversations with English speakers. Maybe you can order food in English when you travel. See? You have made progress. You are better than you were. Now, think about 3 things you want to be able to do in English next year. Maybe you want to have longer conversations. Maybe you want to understand movies completely. Maybe you want to give a presentation at work. Maybe you want to make English-speaking friends. Maybe you want to travel to an English-speaking country confidently. These goals are possible. If you could improve so much in the past year, imagine what you can do in the next year. But remember, improvement comes from practice, not from worrying about your English. Every minute you spend worrying about your English is a minute you could spend practicing your English. Don't waste energy on negative thoughts. Use that energy for positive action. Instead of thinking, my English is terrible, say, my English is improving. Instead of thinking, I'll never be fluent, say, I'm getting more fluent every day. Instead of thinking, I'm too old to learn, say, I'm wise enough to keep learning. Your thoughts create your reality. Think positive thoughts, and you will see positive results. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to overcome fear. I believe in your potential to speak English confidently. You have already shown courage by listening to this podcast. You have already shown commitment by working on your English. You have already shown intelligence by seeking ways to improve. These qualities, courage, commitment, intelligence, are all you need to succeed. Trust yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You are doing something brave and wonderful. You are expanding your mind, connecting with new cultures, and opening doors to new opportunities. This is beautiful work you are doing. This is important work. This is heroic work. Keep going, my friend. Keep practicing. Keep speaking. Keep believing in yourself. Your English-speaking future is waiting for you, and it's going to be amazing.